Hello, welcome to Card Minds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be an Aries weekly money and career reading from September 25th to October 1st, 2023. Aries, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week. Aries weekly money and career, September 5th to October 1st, 2023 for the sign of Aries. Thank you to everyone for being here, for watching. Please consider subscribing if you haven't yet, especially if you enjoy these readings and come around weekly to gain some wisdom, maybe information, motivation, or clarity, or just for entertainment purposes. Please consider subscribing. Trying to move to 30K and offer a few free readings for this end of year 2023. So let's get cracking so we can celebrate 30K. All right, here we go. We can do it. Justice and Wheel of Fortune. Wow, well, you're leveling up. Something is happening. There's a decision made, or there's an obligation there. Something is being decided, whether you want it or not. There's a decision there. Three of Swords, ending something. But so ending something with, well, it feels like this ending is something satisfactory for you because you have the Three of Cups. So either you are ending a collaboration with friends or with a team of people you actually enjoyed working with, and maybe you're disappointed in that, or there's a decision made overall ending something with the Justice here. Justice is something, an energy, a decision, important decision that's going to be made no matter what, either from you or another entity. And I feel like ending this, is it ending? All right, let's see, because it's a major choice here with long-term repercussions here. So let's see. There's an offer there, so there's money coming in. I like that. But so either you're deciding to not work on this project anymore. You're working on something else. You're working hard on something else. You're preparing something. You're perfecting your skills. You're very good at what you're doing, but it's almost like you're making a proposal or a presentation, or you're perfecting something. So it's almost like for example, if you're writing something, you're rewriting until it's perfect. Or if you're working on a product that you want to sell, you're perfecting that product so it's perfect to put it out there. So you're working hard no matter what this is. But it feels like you're making a choice to move away from either a team of people or friends you were working with or a company or something, but that was fun. But you're done with that. Interesting. So it's almost like it's forced upon you, or it's not forced upon. Yeah, well, it's almost like the decision is not in your hand, Aries, right? That it came from up above, and there's not much you can do about it, but you have another offer here, and you're moving into something smoother. And so it feels like maybe you're ending a collaboration, or you're ending a project, or you're done with a project. Okay, so you're done with the project, or done working with a team of people, or done working on a certain subject, right? Or whatever it is. It'll be different for everyone. But it's sort of finishing in a way you didn't expect. And even though the project is over, or you've reached your goal, maybe you wanted to work on other things with these people, or maybe you thought you were going to redo, or, work a little longer on certain things, or develop other things with this company or with this group of people. But apparently not. There is a choice being made, a decision being made, where you're moving on to something else. So either you're making that decision, or they're making that decision. Whatever it is, you're moving forward, and there's a new offer there. So there's money coming in here, and you're starting to work on something else. It's almost like you're not telling them that this money is coming in. You're keeping that for yourself. And this Four of Pentacles keeps popping up. And there is this sentiment, this energy I have, of all of these. This is like the 6th or 7th reading I'm doing with this Four of Pentacles, where when choices are made, or when there's a new path, or you saved your money up for something, or you want to go start something new, and you have a new idea, it's remaining very confidential. People are not sharing. It's almost like the universe is wanting everyone to calm down on the communication. I have no clue why I am saying that. That is coming from I don't know where. But it's almost like the universe is saying, okay, I'll reward you all for all your hard work. Do the best you can, and I'll reward you, or I'll give you a piggyback, right? But stop putting everything out there. Stop communicating on every single little thing. Keep some information for yourself, so you can, each and every one, develop or redevelop your own secret garden, your secret powers, and empower yourself to go create, be ambitious, right? You are ambitious, Aries, in all my readings. But here's a decision that is, whether you want it or not, sort of not stopping in the starting blocks. No, you've done what you had to do. It's just a little bit of a surprise for you. You didn't think of that, but now you're moving on to something else. But this ending is sort of making you rethink, reprioritize what is important for you, and why this all happened. But at the same time, you are healing from past situations, maybe stressful situations. Maybe you had to make a lot of decisions. Maybe you had a lot of responsibility in that project, business development, whatever it is, right? So you're healing, and you're moving into, in this process, you're moving into a calmer energy with a whole list of priorities that have changed. Still working hard, but I think you're believing in yourself in a different way. The star is all about understanding that now this is going to be different, and your approach is different. Believing in yourself in a different way. Okay. It's your reading is almost a little enigmatic, in the sense where this ending it's almost like you're realizing now, you know, who you really are with that challenge, or or after that period of challenges, or maybe it was difficult and stressful, right? Whatever that project was, whatever it is you worked on. And so you know that no matter what the challenge is now, you are always connected, right? But you have a whole new sense of yourself, a whole new appreciation of yourself, of others, of the hard work on, you know, how to make things happen, how to connect, how to network. But you're also entering a peaceful phase in your life filled with a calmer energy, right? With the Six of Swords. It's a calmer energy, but with more mental stability. It's a significant growth here in your career, in your understanding of your career and your choices. And I think you're ready to move on to this new path. But it's not that it shook you up, but it's like you really reached the end of this goal in a reflective mode, like, wow, okay, that touched me, or that was different, or that was difficult. And that put you in a different frame of mind, maybe wanting different, or maybe wanting to make your money differently, or connect with people in a different way, or, you know, work with people in a different way on the next opportunity. And there's a next opportunity there. At least there's money coming in. And you're not talking about this. You don't want to talk about this. Wow. And a lot of confidentiality in all these readings. There's a lot of, yes, I guess that's what it's all about. Refraining from being so transparent. Aries. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. I think this is you, Aries. Speaking your mind. You're not taking any nonsense, and you're moving away. Well, we have the Three of Swords, so something is ending. And I really think that emotionally, you put your heart on the table on this one. You really did. You worked your heart out. And maybe you don't like the way, you don't like the way it ended. You're like, okay, moving on. But you're leaving behind a certain heartfelt situation. But you're not going to take any BS anymore. You wanted clarity, wanted to understand what happened, what's going on, why this decision was made. Maybe you weren't told why the decision was made, or maybe you weren't privy to the information, right? And now you're moving forward. Three of Wands. Opening up to the world. I think you're planning something new right after that. You're not even waiting. There's money coming in and you're moving on to something else. You're planning to travel, or planning to move, or, you know, planning your next move to see the world. I think that you want a breath of fresh air. You want to travel. I don't blame you. Yes. Reinventing yourself. Big decision. Yeah, I think that, this took a toll on you, or at least, you know, it left you scarred a little bit, right? But I think that a lot of jobs, projects that are really heavy projects, or difficult, or challenging, stressful, call it whatever you want, you know, we leave our heart on the table sometimes. And we go all in, and it's ambitious and it's hard work, but I think you brought it all together. But I think that now you're moving on to something else, and I think you're rising up to something else. You're not letting this bog you down. You're just moving on, and you're destined to so much more, right? And so you're ready to act upon it right away. You're letting go of that old sense of yourself, letting go of that old situation, and you're ready to make a decision here on the next step. It is a crossroads, right? It is a significant change, but trust you're aligning and trust you're on the right path, because no matter what, if this decision wasn't yours, there's probably not much you can do about it. You can go, you know, you're moving on to something else. You're almost there. And I think you've learned a lot from that situation. You've learned a lot from that experience. And I think that after this, you're reinventing yourself and everything's sort of falling into place in a more natural way, in a more fluid way, as opposed to the last situation that was hard. It feels like it was hard, but you're moving forward. And I think you're you're putting this behind between the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups. But it's a big change with the Judgment. A big change. Too many cards? Or no, I'm taking these? Okay. I think you're ready. You're ready now to take on new challenges, new situation. Yeah, you felt stuck. It feels like you felt stuck in a way of working. In other words, you didn't have free reins. So maybe you had people above you, you know, telling you, micromanaging. That's the way it felt. A lot of micromanaging. So you weren't free in your decisions. You weren't maybe not free in your creativity. And it was a little tough to deal with. And it sort of ended in an odd way. And it wasn't your decision. Something like that. Yeah, it wasn't your decision. And so you're a bit confused, still waiting for answers, and understanding, you know, that, okay, well, it's their decision. You know, you did everything you had to do. And, you know, now you can sort of reveal another side of you and go on to other experiences. And I think that with the Judgment card here, you're very inspired to move on to this new path, because it's a big decision for you. And you want to express yourself. You want to express your talent. You want people to know you. You want people to see you, Aries. You're ambitious. You want to put yourself out there. Not that you weren't out there the first time, but that's done. And now you want everyone to see you. It's like a big decision where you're changing destiny, right? And it's like it's almost like you want to move on to something even bigger, even more important. Put yourself on the map so the whole world can see you. You want something more international. Interesting. And so you're making that choice and you're gaining wisdom on this. Make sure, Aries, that I say this always with Aries and Taurus as well. Make sure you put a little intuition in there. A little feeling, a little energy, right? Not all about money, not all about working in money and who has the power and who has the ambition. Yes, that's important. But it's also important to release those emotions, to understand them and, you know, keep moving on in a fluid way. And there is something there brewing. You're creating. Aha, Three of Cups, creating with new people, excited again on a new project. Surprised we don't have an ace. Oh, well, we do. We have 2 Wheels of Fortune. Wow. So as much as it's confusing and you're done and you felt blocked, you have to make a decision because you're going on another road now, on a different path. And you're reinventing yourself. You're creative. I like this. You're creative and you're understanding with this Empress. The Empress gives you almost that seal of approval. She knows. She understands. She gives clarity. You know what this is all about. You know what you're getting into now. And you're excited. Okay, so you have a new... as much as there's the moon here, so there's a little indecisiveness here, a little confusion. You don't really know where you're going in between, right? You're still processing the triggers and the disappointment or the wounds, right? You're still processing that, but in the meantime, there's money coming in, and there's a whole creative motion here with a new team. So someone's influencing you. There's someone influencing you. You have a lot of dreams. You have a lot of fantasies, Aries. And I feel like someone along the line is influencing you, whether it be a coworker or a friend, or maybe it's a partner or whatever. You have this sort of attachment. It can be a mother figure. You have a sort of attachment, emotional attachment to something that's influencing you on this next step with this moon. It can be a mother figure with the Empress here, but it's almost like you're waiting for someone to give you that stamp of approval. You're waiting for someone to give you the okay, the green light to make it all happen. But it's moving forward, and I think you're understanding now that it's not straightforward. Nothing is straightforward. Nothing is linear. Everything's always going to be zigzag and obstacles and figuring things out, right? That's the Wheel of Fortune, but you're in a growth process, right? You're in a positive mode, positive direction. Once you get out of this turbulence here, or it's almost like a misunderstanding, and I don't think it's a misunderstanding, but in your mind, it's almost like, what? What are they doing? Why are they making that decision? Or why are we stopping there? Or why did they give me that information? Or why did they give me that answer? Or why did they stop that? Something like that, right? Why is this over? Where in my mind, it wasn't quite over. Something like that, right? So here you are already in another process, already in another deal or another, project or another job, but still not quite out of this mental situation here. You're still processing that. Wow. Very interesting reading. Very interesting reading. And yes, there are a lot of people here involved, right? And so with this King of Cups, I think that you are on your way to this new project. You are reassured, right? You're understanding that it's going to be okay. You're able to balance all this out, stabilize your emotions, process this whole thing, understand that you're in the right place with the right people, even though that was something you didn't quite connect with or understand. Yes, you have other options. And okay, Seven of Cups. I feel like sometimes you thought you got tricked into things, but at the end of the day, you're making your own decisions and you're moving on to something else, and you're going to create something else. But it's a complex matter. Comment down below if it's something very confusing, a decision you don't understand, or it's almost like they're not giving you the answers you were waiting for, but it's not preventing you from moving forward and, working on something else or getting another job or, developing another project. For sure, you're moving forward, all while still processing. Interesting. All right. Let's see if there's one last message for the road. Aries, weekly, money and career, September 25th to October 1st, 2023, for the sign of Aries. Yep. New adventure. So there exactly. It's funny how they always come in reverse. 10 of Swords, done. Done. So yes, whether it was stressful, hurtful, you know, all of the above, everything I've already explained, and you're going on a new adventure and you're ready. You're okay. You got this. You don't know exactly what it's made of, but you're already on to other energies, other projects, other people. You're good. You're good. But it has been hurtful and has been quite a journey, complicated journey. But here you are with the Fool. And I want to almost say sometimes you feel like you were taken for the fool, right? Because the Fool can be sometimes that, where you just feel like they took advantage of you or they took you for granted. But here you are, you know, questioning yourself between the Fool and the Moon and all that, and the Two of Swords. Like you have to make a decision. It's sort of floating, right? You know this is ending, this is the end, and then you have the Fool, which is sort of that instability and that floating moment, that gray area, you know, before you start a project or while you're developing a project, you know, that thing, you're waiting for those answers and all that. And I think that you know that now this next project, you have everything you need to do it, but you don't know exactly where you stand on this because of the whole situation before. And but you're ready to start something. You're eager. It's a new adventure. You don't really think you're prepared for this new adventure because you're still processing the other, but you're on your way. And you have 2 times the Wheel of Fortune. It is moving forward, and you already have all this set up. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Aries, you have a lot on your plate here. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to each and every one for sharing your energies, sharing your journeys. That is how I push forward in my readings. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, Aries. Please consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed yet, especially if you enjoy coming around watching these readings regularly. Please consider subscribing. I will be offering free readings towards the end of the year, next month, and the following 3 months, hopefully a few free readings out there. Thank you so much for watching. Aries, have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.